Mine, it not always accepting. Most of the time, just refuse to get out of the video. It's just like that. I don't know. Let me get the link and see if. Eh, come on, which one? Alvina is not there. This is not there. Eh, why is it this way? Hmm? Already I'm on Hangout and it is live now. Yeah. Hey, this is how it come now. I don't know. You can see it just bring a different thing. Hello. Bunge. Let me put it there. Maybe and see. Maybe if it can. You guys need to confirm from the other end. Unajua venye inakuja Albina hata ionyeshi hata ni session gani, but it don't even show this. Hey, it only bring the link instead of even the name of the session. Anyway, let's try. Just try that. How? Munisaidie. Help me, Zilu. How can I make it here to be the names? It's not coming with the names. Why? Where? Uh, uh-huh. If yours is okay, then let's continue and do the something. This is exactly what I did even. Okay, edit. Then okay, thank you. This thing is like they are upgrading every time. So where can I edit here now? Seeing we are live. Edit, yeah, here. Mother, mother. I put that. So I saved the changes. Good. Can you confirm if we are live? Okay. So let's do our meeting. Good. Yeah, let's have two of us. You know, this electricity, you don't know. If mine goes off, we use your recording. Or let's sign. Yeah, let's talk. We are done with our positions. Eh? Let's move on check-in. Albina. I think, I think that I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe it is work client work coordination. Then I don't know. Albin, are we still on our service talk? What was it? The one you did with you? Was it that for plasma or you did it separate? And I did not indicate on my work. Yeah, it was a client responsibility organizing for client work. Okay. Aline is not coming. You know the rule is simple. Someone need to fill the form outside. You know, let me tell you, Albina, when was it you did not join the session? There is a time the other day, Aline come and she don't want to talk. She stayed there and she went off without even saying anything. And I was only alone on Hangout working. Oh, for me, I'm at 6. And I think Albina is through. I'm at 6. I don't know what next for FQN. For sure, I have to be sincere. I've been working on worker coordination, payroll, value tracking. Value tracking is a client work, my friend. Mm-hmm. Budget. I don't have any client work that I work, maybe more than that. Client coordination and invoice tabulation. And more, etc. You cannot even finish on what I work on. Ranking, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Budget ranking. Can you send a link the form since she was writing a private message to you, Albin? Tell her after feeling let him come back. I mean her. But is she a global worker, Albina? And the jello, they report to jail. Maybe she can attend for now, but they're not supposed to attend the session. Because the for now, for today only, but because she's under jello, only that I have to confirm with the jail everything. Okay, Zilu, can you? Okay, Zilu, fine. You're at 6, eh? And tell us what I've been working on. I'm telling you, all of them are going to be on hard stop. There is no clean work this week, and I cannot even blame myself if I lose because the way where we are on sponsorship, we need someone to take us from there. Where we are on this, so what should we do? I'm becoming weaker and weaker with this organization. Zulu, just confirm. Okay, let's just put it because we have a meeting. Let's put an order. No worry, because my friend, I don't know. I don't even talk. Let's just put, I have a lot of questions discussing about clan work. Even though this is a management team, is a meeting for, is it a management? As a managers also, we need to understand what should people do for sure. Can we have another, then we go step by step. Also, my desired exactly we need to get a clear picture on client work. I hope by the end of this meeting we will have something concrete that we present it to Jay, and like even a proposal what we should do. The, So our topics also need to match with that client mandatory clients. Can you write that one anywhere, please, for mandatory client priorities? We, I think we can even put as a first stop or report, reporting. Also, we need to put a selling date. We have will it be, sponsorship. We cannot do sponsorship. We can try to see if we can read that. Are you tax? You know, I don't know. Oh, I'm really worried about my phone. I hope they keep my phone safe. Everyone. So can we go through, please? Are we okay with this reporting on management and worker coordination, management methods? So I'm asking, the first we just have to follow the meeting, priority meeting. Are we through with this one, or do we still have any so that we can now start discussing on that, or do you want to see some other priorities there? Okay, if it is fine, let's just begin on that. Then we can go where you are telling me you want on prime mandatory priorities. Oh, for that one, global, we cannot manage it now, Zilu, because we have a limit time. I don't know. Can we do that? Okay, then send it. We need to take up. You can send. Can you send over the hangout? Okay. Yeah, it's there. I'm doing, but it's not that. It's not priority more, but it is there. The work of tactical coordinator is to do the positions. You know, they did not put it on there. I don't know whether they rename it. That is why I'm confused. It's not on mandatory. That's why it's very dormant. Did they change the name? Maybe if okay, then I have no idea. Okay, okay. Thank you for letting me know. At least I know now it is on. I didn't see something like tactical coordinates there. So on our mandatory priority. So that is why I did not do any follow up because you only do go with something that is on. Okay. I don't know. I don't see that spreadsheet, Zulu. Zulu, can you send me? Kindly send over the hangout. I don't see it there, please. This is the one for positions. Zulu, can you send it over the hangout, please? It's always on the dock for management, yeah. Okay, thank you. I have seen now. I can open. No problem. I'm just there now. Hey, you are there already. Let me. My computer is very slow because I'm recording. When I open, I don't see anything. Where are you now? Eh, okay, okay. System and processing. We have Abdul worker coordination. Can someone take the worker coordination now? Saying Abdul is not there. Session support. Zulu, I think you are the one taking session support. Yes, why putting here? I'll write Zulu. Okay, good. Oh, Abdul is not there, remove. We have investor relation. That was Albina. Uh, as Albina. So can I remove your name? But I know you are there before. That is why I put worker coordination. Worker coordination, perfect. Okay, Albina. Steve, I think Steve is not there. Which is Steve is this? That is why question mark. Zero. Hey, this is Zamesh. I'm not there, please. Personnel support. Hmm. This is Albina. Session. Albina. Personnel support coordinator. I don't know. Jello coordinator. I'm not there, my friend. This thing, the problem when you put your name, then you will be. So you need us to vote for this position, Zilu? Okay. We need this one. Session support. Session support, yes. It's there. I can give it 7. Client relation. I don't know this other thing. We have personnel support. Personnel support is. Albina, are you there? You can vote. Session support. Anyway, okay. This one is always good. So we don't need more thing on that. Outreach. This tactical coordination. They change the name. Ah, yeah, Satan is coming Ethan after 12 years. Is it 14 years? Zilu, you said now tactical coordinator they change it to management. This thing confused me now. So I'm going back to my Lucy now. Lucy now. You say management. I think I have to put in bracket management so that I will remember. I was confused before when they say, I said, Lucy, you have been doing this. I said, which one? Management. Which one? Body team support coordinator. I've been doing that, but people giving stress, my friend. This jello one, I don't understand. I was just making jello client manager. Visa examination. I think those are zero. They can do this. This was Steve doing responsibility, with that we don't have Steve now. We don't put people who are there. You are the next coach. You are in fact you are already finished in. We just do it like you are still working in organization. No, you are an active person anyway. We are the only active people in this organization is Zilu, Lucy, and Albina. So like service stop, we Lucy, Albina, and Zilu are on service stop because they are not verifying the MBT. So understand. I can go back to my plasma now. Documentation coordinator vacant. Albina, can you do this? Documentation coordinator. Documentation coordinator. Actually. You know the problem. This one, number 16, I did not know this is a priority. They changed the name. What about if it is a position? What will you do? And the work it need to get done. For checking, I understand. It's just like, oh, I'm on hard stop. I get out on hard stop. I get out of this hangout. I feel. What about the other? Oh, it's sponsorship program. Sonic is there, but no one. I think Zil only schedule his time. And for you, Aline, you will have to check in with the J because you are on Jello team. You are not on Phonic now. Phoenix, you are on Jello. So everything you need to report to J first. Everything. If you want to, your schedule you make, you represent and ask J. Even Teresa is, I think, even Teresa is also. Both of you, you are on Jello. We are through with this. We are done. We cannot just do everything. There's so many. I'm going. I'm going to take this one for tactical coordinator seriously because it is on that. Thank you for. I have three things here I'm gonna focus on. Albina. Next week I'm not going to do. How do you call it? Worker coordination. Anything to do with the business operation. I will not do. If there is no client, I don't work. Okay, let's now go. Let's go. Let's go back. Okay, let's go to our. Can we? Can you now go to the next topic? Mm-hmm. The next topic, even though. Okay. We are on the positions, but now I think we have to do our report. I think we have Jay around. Can you check in Jay? Okay, thank you, Joe. Mm, so we are on our first topic, which is reporting, reporting and management. We have 10 minutes on that. Can can you guys report? Yeah, we agree. Yeah, I think I asked that one even before. Mhm. So now we are on our reporting. So and we need to report on what have been the position you have been in, what's going on, how many the work get done on there. If you can give it a percentage, or how challenges are you on your position you have been working on. We just have to give the report. We just take 10 minutes to write our report. Now, I think we have a doc for report. I don't know whether we link it here. No. Okay. How are you? How are we on time, Albina? Okay. The next topic. Do you still have anything to do with the reporting? Any question on that? It's okay. I'm just ranking the position to see wow, to see which one is okay. Those are the position that we have. So, okay, I have a question before we move on. Is video indexer is a position? Do we have to have someone that's taking that position? I think that is under session support, which is like number one, top four, number 14, session support. Okay. So it should not be video indexer. It's supposed to be really time pass. And okay. Okay. Let's move on. In video indexer become number one. Yeah, we will do that. The next topic is worker coordination. I don't even get the J question is Zulu. Maybe he repeats himself. I think are we through now with that one? Okay. Let's move to worker coordination. We are on worker coordination. Anything to do with that? Okay. That's not bad. I even need to talk about the worker coordination. We need. I think we need to. If you're a coordinator for worker coordination, we need to do exactly the coordinator what the coordinator should do. If you are a coordinator for worker coordination, so what should you do? Mm-hmm. Included when? I think Albina is now going to take that. I can see she put. Yeah. I think Jay, it's gonna be okay when you take us through again. What should someone do when you take the position as like worker coordination, other positions? Sometimes we are dormant because you don't know what to say. Maybe like a body team support coordinator. Mhm. If it is the same thing, you can just go through general management. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what happened if someone is doing that? Does that person report that work as like client work? If you're doing worker coordination, client worker coordination. For example, if someone work on like as a worker coordinator, client worker coordinator, does that person need to report the work as like client work? Yeah. On the work report, can I record it as a client work? That example. Okay. What? Yeah. Yes. Body team coordinator. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, Vindexa is number one. We update. I think they did not even fill all their. They did not feel. That is why that it come to number one. We don't have. Even Albino not yet finishing all this. Yeah. Jay is getting different now. Jay is getting the system and processing become number one, and worker coordination number two, finance coordinator, website, then set. Can we review the position that we put there? Yes, we understand now, and we agree on reviewing the positions. Yeah, we can just select maybe few of them. Cannot finish all. Or how do you see? Can we go through all of them then? Maybe then you have to spend like 2 minutes, 2 minutes, or three minutes per position. Yeah. Yes. Is it a global management team position spreadsheet? Prioritization or which one? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, can and make sure you fill the form you are on a hard stop. You are on hard stop. Communication checking. But she's just mentioning JJ, so what should I do? Yes. But I was allowed her to check in. She just say Jay, I just want to just say hi. Jay, I want to say check in. I don't. You know, when you join, you have to say hi, hello guys. I want to check in. Then you cannot just come and say JJ only because you are not the only one there. We are all there in the meeting. Yes, I'm a facilitator. Joyce, can you check into the meeting? Mm-hmm. Which number are you? Are you going to continue doing the session now or you just check in and go? Okay, thank you. But she's not going to be here. That's why I don't even ask her what she's going to work on when she's gonna be back. Okay, are we allowed? Okay, are we allowed to ask someone if he's not going to be working for these 3 days? She's going to work on when she come back? Okay, Joyce, can you let us know what you're going to work on when you are back and the number you are in specifically? Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, Jay. Before Joyce leave, is Jello members allowed to join global sessions? Because I understand that on Jello team now. Yeah. So I think you can Joyce. You will report to Jay because you are Jello. You are on Jello team. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Yes. So the work of that person just only to ask, not to know what if they are working, if there's something is going on or what. Just to know who is taking the position, right? You don't have to do any other follow up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, I understand. Yeah. So what? So what happen if you get someone like the case of worker coordination now? If you open that doc, nothing is there. So what is the next step as a tactical coordinator? Should you tell? Okay.
We are 10 minutes into the topic.
Okay.
And
Thank
also we
you.
have to talk of the second.
Yeah, yeah, I'm getting now. I don't know. It's not specific. It's just like body team coordinator. No, no, I'm asking on sponsorship. You say most important admin fee. So what about admin fee? Because we have some program that you don't get admin fee. What will you do? What's the next step on his sponsorship? Okay. Okay. Y- yes. I think currently, yeah. Okay. Continue. I think we don't have a position doc. We just have only spreadsheet. I think we don't have position doc. We just have only spreadsheet for 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 positions. Yes, you don't have a general doc that can carry all of them. Okay. Do you have a general manager position doc, Albina? Okay. So are we supposed to link all these on that one? I think Albina understand what I'm asking. I understand. I was asking if in any way we have a dog that carry all these position in one place, whereby if it is like a worker coordination. Okay. I did not know what I should put there, Jay. That is why I was asking before. You have to take us through the position so we understand what we should do. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'm just still copying the note that you put. You said I have to copy everything to tactical coordination doc. Uh, I don't think unless we have to check. Maybe we are. I don't. Okay. Yeah. Yes, we have it, Albina. Sorry. Even you forget it, Albina. You are the one doing the responsibility organizing for that. Okay, let's move to the next top. Then I think we are also bad on time. You can check. And Albina, make sure you have to let us know. Okay. Okay. Then we are on management methods. Okay. Thank you. Mhm. No, we are just through the worker coordination. You put it as a I think we agree on reviewing it instead of being like worker coordination. We do as reviewing the positions. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So I'm asking, can we now do worker coordination or we just go to manage? Can we skip that? So guys, can you move on, skip the worker coordination, or we just have to go through that and do the management, general management coordination? Okay. I think we can do that one. We don't have Zillow. We lost Zillow. Jay, you can take us through the general manager position. I think we agree to move on that. To skip on. Yeah. Oh, Jay, can you make a video like on YouTube? You explain to someone, but you are only one. Maybe sometime you cannot get someone to train. You just like you are the only one. Maybe you don't talk to someone else. You make a training video for that. You just read and explain. You read and explain for general manager position. Yes. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me just read and take you through on what a manager can does. Focuses on responsibility of workers and how they do their work. That is one. What you can do as a manager: assign people work and makes sure that the goals are achieved. Be neutral and fair and focus on the goal being achieved. Jay, I don't understand this one. Being neutral and fair. Okay. Okay. Manager also can technically assign themselves to do the work. Manager can assign themselves to do the work sometimes because, like, when you are a manager, maybe you take the position, you have to also assign yourself to do the work. Make sure the work is getting done. About I think this one by following the people, right, Jay? Is it you have to check on what people does? Okay, thank you. What if the person is not okay? What if the work is not getting done? Check with the workers and see why the work is not getting done. Let everyone knows. I think this you need to find out why the work is not getting done and let them give you a reason. Maybe the challenges that they have, why the work was not getting done. Prioritize it on the list, bring it up at the meeting to tell the executive and to let the leadership know. Mhm. Checklist of what is happening and what isn't. What is even on the checklist to begin with? What are those checklists? Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, so typically will oversee a budget. I think the managers also they can see the budget. Have incentive to get work done. I think that's the punishment. Yeah. Punishment is stop working contribution ranking. Tell people what to do. Tell the HR officer who isn't doing their work. Every manager position has its own doc, which we already have. Same as responsibility organizing process, except position organizing. I think that's it. The role each manager position should have a clear role and description. Goes on the doc. Create documentation, describe what does manager not do? Does not do the work. The real work. You are the work of the manager just to do like a follow up to check on if they think the work is work. Then now like okay. Okay. The roles of the manager. Each manager position should have a clear roles and descriptions. Goes on the door. Creates. This is responsibility. Creating documentation, describing and organizing the manager position. Another one, learn about the position. You have to learn about the position first also. Then priorities during the body session and weekly meetings. I don't understand this one. Priorities during body team session and meeting. Doesn't you prioritize when you feel that the position is not much done there, so not most of the responsibility is not yet done, or what? Why coming up to prioritize that? Okay, okay. Yes. Okay. I think we are through with that. With any question? Yeah, I know where to get them. We get them on master video in that spreadsheet. Okay. Anything else? Okay, then if there is no question, we can move forward. And okay, thank you. Then after break, we can go. Let me check one. I think maybe we can go through one topic. Then we are done. We have also priorities goals. I don't know whether we'll reach there. Maybe after that we have to do management methods. I don't know whether I'm on right. Okay, let's go for 5 minute break. Then be back. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Can you continue? Can we continue? Or people
Sure, I'm ready when you are.
think people are still on break, or we should continue? I think break is off.
I'm also back.
Good. Okay, can we go through methods? Management methods.
Okay, so I want to skip the worker coordinator position, just do a little on management methods, and then maybe check out.
Yeah.
Okay. So management methods is kind of cool. We've never done anything on management methods before. Does anyone have any idea what that might consist of? So we've gone over our communications methods, and we also have gone over our organizing methods. Our management method is kind of like how we go about approaching management.
Do we have a follow-up method?
What?
Follow-up.
What? Follow up?
Follow-up methods or no? Do we really have something of that kind?
I don't understand. Can you write it? What is it?
Follow-up. To do a follow-up. Do we really have methods to do a follow-up?
A follow up.
Yeah, follow
I don't
up.
understand.
Yeah.
Follow up. To follow up something.
Okay, let me write here.
Is it part of the method?
A follow up method?
Do we really have
No. Just so we know, we don't have a follow up method.
Okay.
But we do follow up after sessions. So there'd be follow up to sessions or events. And then we would be doing, that's what the whole concept of what managers do is to check to see the status of everything.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyways, I think follow-up method would be different from management method, but it's related for sure. So we could call it, to check on the status of where the work is, right?
Yeah.
But for me, follow-up also implies other things, like for example, communications, where you would, once you initiate communications, you need to follow up on it. Right. So for example, the Tracy event, we initiate all these communications, and we need to follow up on our communications specifically for investor relations.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways, getting back to the management methods. The overall essence, so this would be like the essence of management, would be like I feel like one component is this idea that workers are primary, that management is secondary, that it's neutral and unbiased. All right, that managers assign voluntarily. Right, so by taking on work, you are voluntarily taking on that work, and then the manager can oversee you and you held accountable, so that we are held accountable by managers, but we as workers choose to voluntarily take on work, right? But once we choose to take on that work, then we should be held accountable to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the following through would come in, right? Like that Albrina's talking about. So accountability is that once you start something, you need to follow through with it. So that comes back to our communications method, where the managers are doing lots of small communications about what the status is of the work. And it's fine for a worker to say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what to do, or it's just like not happening. And then the manager is responsible for bringing that up to leadership. So the manager is not responsible for making sure work gets done. The manager is responsible for bringing up issues with the leadership. So if the work isn't getting done, the manager is the person responsible for bringing that up. Okay, so they would be prioritizing it, and then the group as a whole, not the manager, are the ones who can initiate punishment or change things or have new policies or address the issues of why the work's not getting done. So the manager doesn't do that. Okay. And ideally,
wait,
as
I
workers,
think you say the manager is not doing that. I think the manager is also doing that. That, can you repeat the last statement you said? Just say it.
If the work's not getting done, the manager is the one responsible for bringing that up during a session and prioritizing during a session to address the issues, right? So at the session, the group can decide to change the policies, right? So then at a session, you have a group of workers that can issue punishment can change policies and make adjustments to get the work done. So in other words, the individual is not responsible for getting the work done. The group is responsible.
I think also at some point, manager also need to, if the work is not getting done, it's also it's supposed to take and see the other way out why the work is not getting done. But it seems like you also limit the manager to check on why the work is not getting done. If you get someone is not getting the work is not getting done, then the manager is just going and check and being silent, bringing in the meeting, we discuss silent. I think according to me, it's good to give the manager also like a priority to make sure that if someone is assigned to do something and it's not getting done, let's the manager see if he or she can give the punishment to that person if it is supposed to be a punishment.
No, the group controls any punishment or anything. So, for example, we could say, Lucy's doing a terrible job at tactile ops coordination, right? Okay. So we as a group could say, all right, let's assign a new co-coordinator to the tactile ops management, right? Because the managers are controlled by the group, right? So we can assign and deassign who is a manager, right? And then we can also empower that person to initiate a punishment onto Lucy, and then that individual would have the power to punish Lucy because she did a bad job with her management position, right? But the idea that a manager automatically has power to punish people is just not true. They have to be empowered with that power in order to do
that. Okay.
The whole point here is the essence of the management method is that we as workers are responsible for our own work, right? And then our management method is our group cohesion and or let's say group collaboration and being accountable to each other. Right? So we're not accountable to an individual. We're accountable to ourselves as a group.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Right now there's 1, 2, 4 of us here. And maybe we had Zilu too, so there's 5 of us. Right? All 5 of us here, Albina just told all 5 of us that she is now taking on the worker coordination position. Right? So we can put Albina next to that. Right? So now I'm not responsible for holding Albina accountable to doing that position. That's insanity. I can't do that as an individual. Nobody can do that because there's like a dozen positions, right?
Yeah.
How could you even begin that process? Us as a group of 5 people during our management team, we heard together that Albina said she was going to do the position. If she doesn't do the position, not me, not Aline, not Lucy, not Zilu, individually, us as an entire group, all 5 of us can hold Albina accountable to what she said she was or was not going to do. That is the essence of the management, right?
Okay.
That's what it all comes down to, is that the model of managing is that we can manage anything as a group. It doesn't matter what it is. The bottom line comes down to what the person said they were going to do during a session. Okay, and this would be like a main session, right? During like a main session or equivalent. And then we, as a group, hold that person accountable. That's the essence of management. And so we do assign individual people to take on the manager role, right, to make sure we know what is and isn't going on. But the whole purpose of management is that it's self-governing and that we're bringing the issues back to the group and that the group is in control. And the reason why that's so important is when you have individuals in control, you end up with two problems. One is that you get a power structure and a hierarchy where now you have all these people who are under each other, and they're all basically, you can get infighting on all the issues and control issues and all this stuff. And then secondly, you can also breed corruption, right? Like if certain groups of power, they just gain so much power that you can actually create issues and problems within the power structures as individuals. So by having a group being empowered, what happens is that 90%, I guess you could call it like a goal, that 90% of the role of a quote manager can be self-administered. Why would it be self-administered? Because you, Albina, who took on the role, is responsible to us as a group. Period. Right? So if Albina understands that and that she knows that we as a group are going to hold her accountable, we don't need an individual doing that. She can do it herself. She can hold herself accountable. Right? So that's the essence of the manager model that we use, is that people can self-manage themselves for their own responsibilities because of our model of group cohesion and group collaboration and holding each other accountable. But that also means it's very important that we actually do that we actually have managers who are reporting issues. And like Lucy said it very well, what is an issue? An issue is, why is the work not getting done? Right? And that needs to be brought up to the group, and that we can hold the individuals accountable to the group. And if we do that and we do it well, there will be very little actual managing that needs to be done, because the vast majority of the management will be self-administered by individuals so that they can avoid being brought up in the group and addressed as a group. Okay?
Okay.
So I think that would be a pretty good explanation of the essence of our management methods. So the focus of our management methods are group accountability. So, at any time as a group, anyone can propose empowering a specific and single manager with powers. Typically, when you empower a position, we would imply that as an executive position. And then you get into executive roles. So executive positions are very different than management positions, and all executive positions have specific powers entailed within them. Whereas managers don't really have power. The only manager that does have power is the senior octant manager. And they have power to oversee the octant, and they also have the ability to take on the president position during their scheduled sessions once we get our global structure set up again. But that could be, a long time out, maybe 6 months or a year. Who knows when we'll be able to do that again.
Okay.
So are there any questions?
Yeah, question. Seem like if someone is a manager, I remember last few months ago when I was trying to do, maybe if I say I'm doing position coordination, you say no, it's not a priority. Can we at least give a manager at least per week 2 hours or working on that, because you cannot work again and do management. You check on what is getting done or what is not yet get done, because we have 2 hours. You need to also work. As we understand, we are not so many, and we also need to check on if we are doing the work. Can we in future have at least we give the manager 2 hours at least every week? Manager need to check on and say what how many percentage of the work is getting done. Can we propose that?
As far as I'm concerned, management work would be much higher level than that. That managers would get bonus, like that it would be more of like a bonus. Like we'd have a management bonus. So when you do management work, you should be actually gaining bonus time. So you should be doing management work during your buddy team session. Like why would you only do management work on your own? You'd want to actually prioritize it during your buddy team sessions because it's that important. It would be as important as like co-chair bonuses. Like a co-chair is a position. Co-chairs are actually also executive positions, but manager positions should also have bonuses because you're taking on additional responsibility. Right? So if people are spending time doing their manager work, they should be tracking that as bonus work.
I think that is maybe in future, but now we don't. We agree. We voted like we don't need bonuses for now.
Well, the direction we're going with bonuses is we're going to be doing bonuses as a token. So it won't be upfront bonuses, but it will be it's still value. There's still value in doing output, right, and doing manager work and doing co-chair work, and so we want to issue that as a bonus token. So we've already begun the process of creating a bonus token to be issuing value that will have the highest value in the organization. The next highest value would be the back pay. Does that make sense? So you have your back pay IOU, which is very, very high, is basically considered internal cash and then can be converted to equity. But there'll be one higher level of value, which will be the bonus token. And then the highest of all is be direct upfront pay in cash.
Okay.
So we're still going to have bonuses. It's just not going to be upfront money. It'll be like a token, a value system to track. But we need to be tracking bonuses. I mean, we can't just ignore the fact that people are going above and beyond the normal work. That make sense?
Yeah, I know why I propose like maybe the end of the week, manager should check on what is done, because we have at least to give people what they are doing, the responsibility they assign themselves. So at least by the end of the week, you will have a clue and see how far is that responsibility accomplished.
Well, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that you're implying that that's not already assigned. What I'm saying is like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like the idea that you wouldn't be doing that already is outrageous.
Okay.
Right? It's like, oh my God, you have plenty of time all week long to do that at all of our buddy team sessions and during your own time. Like level 4 workers have plenty of time whenever they need to do that. So the idea that you can't do that without a more assigned additional whatever is for me outrageous. I mean, maybe that's an issue that needs to be brought up. Maybe managers do need more time, and we can address that. But for me, it would take 5 minutes to check on the status of the responsibilities that I'm managing. I mean, if you have 10 responsibilities you're managing, just quickly check over 5 minutes. I mean, the idea you can't do that during your buddy team session or even during a main session doesn't make any sense to me. Or during your 2-3 hours of extra time that you have during the week. And if you have a self-assigned task, then you can do it anytime you want anyways. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying that basically you're not responsible for doing that because you don't have enough time?
No. It was just like a suggestion.
But I just don't understand the suggestion. You seem to be suggesting that currently you don't do your manager role because
No,
something's not.
no. I was just suggesting. if we can check on the responsibilities by the end of the week, but it's fine if it is any time, it's okay.
But I guess I'm just confused on what you're asking.
I
Does
was
anyone else
asking if
understand
we
this?
can propose to have at least by the end of the week, manager can go through and see how much the responsibility is accomplished and how many percentage, so that he or she can give a good report and saying these responsibility have been done and things are moving on well. But if you say you can just check on any time, it's okay.
Okay, well, what you're referring to is called the like if you go to um, where was I? I was just in that. So if you go to the worker coordination doc, and then you have the doc of all spreadsheets and list of responsibilities, right? You have a section that's called master organizing of all temporal responsibilities, right? So then you have this list of temporal responsibilities, and I was bringing up the monthly ones. But basically, you have weekly responsibilities that need to be getting done every week. And so every single week, you'd go to the weekly responsibilities verification spreadsheet, and you'd be verifying what's gotten done for that week and what hasn't gotten done for that week. It hasn't been done since January because people aren't doing it. People aren't getting work done. Right? So what you just described, Lucy, would be the weekly responsibilities verification spreadsheet.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only is it essential to be overseeing the responsibilities that you as a manager are doing, the organization has all specific responsibilities that must be verified and double checked and triple checked every single week, listed on the weekly responsibilities verification spreadsheet, which should be being verified every single week. The responsibilities that need to be verified twice a month get verified twice a month. The responsibilities that need to get verified monthly get verified monthly. The responsibilities that need to get verified twice per week or even daily need to get verified daily or twice per week. Right? That's been existing for at least a year, but nobody does it. Right? So the for me, the situation here is not like, oh, let's add some more time or blah blah blah. It's like, let's hold each other accountable for the work that's already supposed to be getting done that's not getting done. And this is why we have to fire everybody and why we're not successful as an organization. Does that make sense?
Yes. Any question?
And again, it's not, I mean, you can assign all the managers that you want to do all the managing that you want to, and it's not going to make any difference unless we as a group hold each other accountable as a group to actually getting work done. Right? You know, it's like we all need to be doing the weekly and monthly verification spreadsheets. Like it just needs to happen. And we should be checking them on a regular basis. And no manager position is going to magically make that happen. We have to do it as a group. We have to actually prioritize it and think that it's important to actually verify that work's actually getting done instead of just pretending like everything's fine.
Okay.
You know, and I think that it's important to also note that, you know, me and Lucy and Alvina, we're all here. The three of us are here. We're here all the time. You guys show up all the time. You guys are amazing. You're stepping it up more than anybody else. You know, Zilu is stepping up on some of his work and he's trying to show up more. You know, but he's still not really that around. Like he's around sometimes, but other times he's not. Aline, we barely heard from you the entire meeting. You barely come around. We don't hear from you much at all. So, you know, in the reality of the situation, there's very few people who are stepping up to actually get the work done, and it's mainly me and Lucy and Albina. And like, it's obvious there's only so much that we can do with three people who are stepping up, you know, in a global organization. So we need to focus on our recruitment. We need to get new people in who can actually step up and want to take on these roles. So we're just doing our best, and I'm very thankful for everything that you've been doing, Lucy, and everything Albina's been doing. But it's also good to be honest and just be like, you know, it's just we're not following through on what needs to be done, and we're the ones responsible for it. So if we want to follow through on it and we can't do it ourselves, then our number one priority must be recruitment, and we do it. I've been working myself on recruitment. I don't know if anyone else is. So we can't do it ourselves. We bring more people, get more people involved, and the budget is no excuse. If we don't have enough money, then we make it happen without money. We recruit volunteers, whatever we need to do, but we don't just be like, oh, can't do anything about it. Like that's not acceptable. Yeah. You have to step up and make things happen. Like people are not in a good place.
Yeah, I think also the problem may be budget. I don't know. But
Sure,
then
the budget's always the
we
budget is
can
no
try
excuse.
to
Like the idea
prioritize
that we aren't doing recruitment just because of the budget is not acceptable.
So maybe can we get many people that willing to volunteer, Jay, if we recruit just like only volunteer without payment?
Sure. Yeah, we be able to find lots of people who are willing to volunteer.
Okay.
Once we go public, we're going to have more volunteers than we have paid workers.
Okay. Anything else? Can we move on to check out? I think we have been here for. Albina, do you have anything to add on that? Or
Something on, okay, nothing. But on IU taxes, K1, J. Can you just have a look on what is remaining on IU taxes, K1 2016?
Is that a question?
Yes, what is really remaining on IU taxes? Or what is the next step on that?
Well, what did you guys just do? I mean, understand what the question is.
can you put the link in us?
Like, remember, we have to finish the K1s. We have to get the total profit or loss for the year, which we have to do the entire taxes. We have over $300,000 to deal with to go through. So if that's not done yet, then there's no way to complete the K1s.
Okay. Then, like in K1, I think it's good that you asked about that, Albina. We don't have other people. We only find Jay and us. Come on again. We have many people
I was
there.
going to say that you should be able to find the capital accounts for each of the individuals involved based on how much money they put in. So you can do that, including with all the economic support people. So that shouldn't be a problem.
So where will we get that capital account?
You would get the amount of money that each individual from the economic support you would find in the accounting. So that would be in the actual ledger, in the first month of the ledger.
Okay. I think Albina, it was good if you would have linked that one there.
I'm looking for it, just a minute.
We have the only person does it. We have only Jay, Zakar.
When is the due date for 2017 taxes? IU taxes, J? Is it August?
We should have it done in mid-August. Like, it's 6 months after March. So March, so it's 2015, then we got a 6-month extension. So it'll be March, April, May, June, July, August. I believe we have it till September, but we can get it done in August. So there's a lot of work. But again, we have to prioritize it. I mean, every single week we have to prioritize the work to get it done. Otherwise, we're going to get done. And Zilu's not really around, so the idea that we would just count on Zilu magically getting it all done, and he doesn't really communicate much. I don't know. Like, we could have another taxes coordinator who could be coordinating and helping coordinate Zilu.
Zilu knows much, but you need to train someone else so that when he is not present, someone steps in. But now,
sure, but I can
to
wait for Zilu. I could show you what to do. I mean, it's just step.
Kindly, can you train me and Lucy because we are much available?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine, but it's just step 0 through step 8,
Mm-hmm.
And right now, the main thing that's going on, there's two main things going on with the overall taxes. So this would be Innovate United taxes. Two things. Well, I guess we'll say three primary activities going on right now with it. So one, obviously, up to K1. Then you have the categorization, and then you have the good cause group. So a good cause group are basically addressing the umbrella ledger and documenting the external transactions from Mel and verifying them, right? So that needs to all happen. Zilu's been putting a lot of time into that, but I'm not sure where it is. I don't really hear, I don't see it getting completed yet. And then the categorization is that, going through all the, yellow and problems within the categorization to make sure it is for all trains. Okay. And you guys already understand the K1. So Zilu's done a tremendous amount of work and everything is looking really good, but now within the categorization of the umbrella ledger, we need to go through everything, and anytime that there's something in yellow or something that we're not sure about, we need to find out the category. And so that starts with communications. And I don't hear from Zilu much at all. So if you guys can just go through and be like, hey, Jay, what about this transaction? What about that transaction? What about this transaction? What about this one? Just like communicate. Let's talk about it and get it all figured out. You can do it on Skype or email or during sessions.
Yes. So where can we get those documents? Yes, we are willing to do that because most of the time we are available.
It's all in the taxes. Just go to the tax stuff. Innovate United Taxes for 2017. You want me to get the link for you?
Let me check for the link. I think it's somewhere.
Here, I'll link the 2017 tax plan. Should have all of it. Anyway, so if you guys want to help with the other two components or activities that are going on right now, that'd be great, because even just helping communication between me and Zilu would be tremendously move things forward, because Zilu goes off, works on a bunch of stuff, and then he doesn't communicate about it.
We'll try. Yeah. I will also try. Maybe communicating with Zilu, reminding Zilu.
Just manage it every day, like being a manager of the taxes. So if you want to become a tax manager, like literally every single day, hey Zilu, what's going on? This is why managers are not workers. Right? Why managers don't do work. So Zilu, in relationship to taxes, is primarily a worker. He's not a manager, right?
Yeah.
If anything, his entire manager role is to assign himself everything and not train anybody and not talk to anybody about it. That's his role, right? So really, he's more of a worker and not a manager. So someone stepping up as a general manager for the taxes, right? Every single day on Skype, hey Zilu, what's the status of the taxes? What transactions need to be reviewed today? Where's the good cause group? Do we have the umbrella ledger? Do we have the final list of verified approved transactions? It's just like every single day, over and over and over again. Ask exactly the same question over and over again if you need to, but it's better than nothing, right? No communication at all, and having nothing is just the worst possible.
Okay, Jay. Thank you. I think this was what Albina asking about K1. Like we have mail GCG partnership identity, all this information. Like we just get yours and for Vienna and Zakari. So where can't we get the information for these other people? Nick, Sky, Kasara, Mark, Inc., Rom, Cindy, and Scott.
What information do you need?
I mean, partnership address, these like beginning capitals, the profit and the profit loss, the beginning loss and ending capitals. Where can he get all this information like we get yours and others?
So all of these are correct, minus Vienna and Zachary. I think it's going to be ending profit loss is 0. And ending, 0 and 0. So Mel would start 0, and Mel and David would start 0, and then they would end probably 30, 33, and 5. Maybe 1.
Are they also in the plan of 2017 or 2016 plan, tax plan? I think it is in 2017 tax plan.
I don't understand. What's your question?
Are they in the tax plan, 2017 tax plan or 2016?
I thought we were doing 2017. I'm confused. What?
Part of it, we got the information on 2016 plan, tax plan.
I just have no idea what your question is. What is your question? Is it a question?
Okay, are we doing the tax plan for 2016 or 2017?
Oh, we're doing 2017, of course. In 2018, we do the taxes for 2017.
Then I asked you, when is the due date for tax plan 2017? Is it this year, 2018 August?
For Innovate United, huh?
Yeah. When is the due date for 2017 tax plan?
Okay, well, we already went over this, and we should be getting it done in August, and it's technically, I believe, due in September. It's 6 months after March 15th.
Okay, on mail, do we have the capital?
The easiest way for you to communicate these things, Lucy, because you guys are really bad at communicating, would be asking specific and clear questions. What is the beginning of a capital account for Mel? The answer is 0, right? What is the beginning capital account for David? The answer is 0. So it's just like ask the question, get the answer, fill it in, go on to the next one. It's just but asking like, oh, how do you do everything all at once simultaneously? It's just like, well, the answer is, well, you can't. Right? That's why we're working, because you can only do one thing at a time. Make it slow. What is this? What is that? And just get it all done.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
And again, contributions for the year for all of the economics are based on the ledger. You just look in the ledger, and all of these are already correct. This is all looking pretty much correct to me. So I'm not sure about the actual address, but we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We can get that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still asking where to get the information for Nikki Jane.
For what?
Information for Nick. Like you just feel for Melinda, for Mel. So what about Nick and these other members who are following after Nick? You say Nick 1 year.
Again, the capital contributed during the year. Again, like your question is the problem because you keep asking, "Where's all the information for Nick?" Well, 30% of the information is already filled out, so you don't need to worry about that. The question is, what information do you need, and then we can help you get that information.
Yeah, I need the address.
For all of the capital contributed accounts of all of the econauts, including Nick, will be in the master ledger. Ask Zilu. So it'd be like, hey Zilu, how much did Nick contribute in the first month for the econaut investments, right? And then you just need to look at the ledger, and you need to find out the amount that was put into the. This would all be in VZ Enterprise ledger, okay?
Okay.
You know, so it's will it say Nick? Probably not, but you know, it'll say something. And here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you want to find 7 investments. How much were those investments? They're all in the ledger. They're all transacted. It's all official. It's all legal. It's all there.
Okay.
Right, and then you can easily fill those out. Mel is a little more complicated. So the Mel one would relate to the good cause group ledger. Right? We need to figure out how much money Mel has brought in. David, I think, would be 0. I don't think he brought anything in. Anyways, what my problem is that basically what I'm hearing from you guys, you want me just to do it for you. That's what I've been doing the last 10 minutes. I'm just filling this all out for you. Right? Like I'm filling out David for you, and it's just like, then you're not doing any work. If you're doing the work, then ask the question, what is David? Well, David's 0. So then fill out 0 and just get it done, you know? Maybe I'll delete this and let you do the work. Right? But it's just like, you guys aren't asking the questions. You're just like, how do you do everything simultaneously all at once? It's just not possible. You can't do anything simultaneously all at once. It's every single individual cell is a task. You do one task at a time, and there's like, you know, a lot of tasks to do with the K1s. All right?
Yeah.
But all of this should be able to be filled out except for the ordinary business income loss. Right? The self-employment taxes for good cause group ledger will be there for Mel. For my self-employment, I don't think it's applicable. Mine will be yeah, mine will be from the other company. I guess that does mean we do have the other. There's also the other. Oh no, but it's. Well, anyways, can we check out and move on, or do you guys still have other questions? Because I'm just hearing the same question from you over and over again.
No, we are okay. At least now, for me, I'm okay. At least I understand. Okay, so I have something that I can work on later on this one.
Okay, so the main thing I'm begging you for is just to ask specific questions. Like the whole idea of just saying like, how did you do all of this for everything? It's just not gonna go very far.
Yeah.
So please just stop doing that. Just ask specific questions on specific tasks. Every single cell is a specific task. So, you know, pick a cell, you know, O12. What is the withdrawal and distributions for Ron? That's a reasonable question to ask.
Yeah.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
Saying like, how do you do everything on this spreadsheet? And It's like nonsense. There's 100 different things that need to get done on this spreadsheet. I can't tell you how to do that.
Understood.
Simu yangu inataka kujaribu ukinini
And we did
inakata
go over the
kunini
whole thing
inakata
multiple times before, but again, it's just too much. I could go over the entire whole thing again for you for the 5th time, but it's like obviously doesn't work because you guys don't understand it all. It's too much information. We have to do one at a time.
Oh, sawa basi sawa. Tuesday saa ngapi?
Okay, so are we ready to check out, or do you have other questions, or what?
Sawa.
No question.
Hata nini? Ni hata nafanya kazi ya kutoka kulala. Unibariki basi.
Did Lucy disappear?
Aya, basi baadaye taongea.
Lucy. She's on mute. Lucy.
I have a question, Jay.
Uh-huh.
In UKK one
Oh,
spreadsheet.
sorry, I just talk. I did not know that I'm on mute.
Okay, my question is the only person who know about all the ledgers about CLM, Jmail is only Zillow.
Well, and myself.
Probably you and Zillow.
Yeah. So what is your question though? That's not a question.
For me, I want to know. For example, is Jascara, the beginning capital. So we can get all this information through ledger, right? And the ledger and the copy of the ledger is only Zillow knows about it.
Are you working on this, Aline?
Not yet. That's why I want to learn this one.
So you're asking how to find for like
All the
Jascara,
information.
you would go to the ledger, which you don't have to talk to Zillow to get. You just click on the Innovate United umbrella ledger, and maybe you could search for Jascara, or find it's all in the first month, January. BZ Enterprise on all of the transactions that are very large inputs of investment cash. Right? It's not like you're looking for a needle in a haystack. It's like, boom, $30,000. Wow, what's that? It's like shouldn't be complicated to find. Does that make sense, or does that not?
Okay.
Like if your problem is just having the link to the spreadsheet, just ask for the link and we'll get you the link. But obviously that's not the problem, right? There's something that's a bigger problem, which is just taking responsibility to get the work done. Like if someone's responsibility for getting work done, they're gonna figure out how to get the spreadsheet. Like getting the spreadsheet is not a problem. Does that make sense?
Okay, Jay. But what I mean is the information.
The information is on the spreadsheet of the master ledger.
Okay, master. Okay. The master ledger.
Or not the master ledger, the Innovate United umbrella ledger for 2017. It's all there. And it's in BC Enterprise. That's the 8th time I've said that. Go to BC Enterprise or the umbrella ledger in the first month, January. So I've said that at least 5 times, right? Umbrella ledger, BC Enterprise in January. It's just there's not that many transactions, and not to mention you're looking for transactions that are like $10,000, $30,000. It's like obvious, but I don't feel like people are really trying. I mean, I've gone over this 5 times today, and we've talked about it at least a dozen times, or at least a half dozen times from before, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay, I need to
So if
find
you have a
first
problem
the.
finding, instead of just not getting any information, like you guys should ask the question. Like if I don't know what else to do. I mean, if what I described to you isn't enough to get you the information, then you need to ask another question. Does that make sense?
SD.
Are you sure?
I need first to check the DC Enterprises Master Ledger
The what?
and to study the DC Master Ledger umbrella ledger for 2017 January.
Which would be the Innovate United Umbrella Ledger, or you can look at the VZ Enterprise Ledger. Either one. Okay. Well, anyways, if we're not going to check out, maybe I'll just go to bed myself because I'm really tired and I feel like we're going in
Okay, let's
circles right
check
now.
out. I was waiting for you
Because
to finish
you guys
with
are
with the
asking like
link.
the same questions over and over again,
Sorry,
and I
I
don't
just
see
mute and
much as progress.
sorry, I was on mute. That is why I did not notice I'm on mute. And then again, Aline asked the question. That is why I waited to explain to her. Then we can check out. Can you check out, Aline, if there is no other question?
Okay, let's check out. For me, it's a very nice session. To return again to work in FQM because I've been on hard stop for how many weeks and not on the budget also. So this time, since I was in the budget right now, so I need to work again to go back work in FQN and um, just what they said, try to step up. So that's very challenging for me. So I will do that, and I can learn something every day new in FUN because for me, I think learning is for every day included in our life. Because the moment you stop learning, that's the time that we are dying. Okay, thank you.
So, always when you want to let us know what you are going to work on for the week.
For me, I uh, this IQ IU, okay, the taxes, and I want to add something to my document is the client work taxes form verification and payroll setup and payments, and most probably my priority to learn something is in taxes.
Okay. You say you're going
And then
to.
also,
Okay, Jay, go ahead.
you need to do your schedule. Like, do you have your schedule all set up correctly?
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. I will join the JLO tomorrow to update my schedule. All right, now I can update it right now.
Okay, Aline, just work on your schedule and let us know the days that you schedule on so that we can put you on schedule.
Also, on the mandatory priorities, just pick what you you're planning to work on as much as you want to learn more on taxes.
Yeah. Check mandatory priorities that are there. You check the responsibilities that you will work on. Okay, thank you, Aline. Albina?
Okay.
For me, the session was good. I give it a 6.5. Actually, this week I haven't been feeling well. That's why most of the cobalt hydrometer has been absent. But for now, I'm feeling better. Thank you, Jay, also for showing up. I know it is late for you. I'll be focusing on need to finalize on global tabulation for 116 and also on night taxes and sponsorship program. I think we need to work on that until we get the output, Lucy.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Just wait, Lucy, I just wait my checkups. Just leave it.
All right. I thought this session was good. Okay. What are you guys doing today? I especially liked coming an hour late and seeing how everything was all organized, and that Lucy did an excellent job facilitating, and that it was just, everything happened without me. So that's the best stepping up of all, is like, all moving forward, even if I'm not there. So I would give this the session like a 6.5. On Saturday, I'm getting on a plane and I'm going to be going to Washington State for a week. This is the first time I've gone on vacation for like over a year. So this will be a good time to continue that, into testing in terms of like, if I'm not as available or not as around as much, things can continue without me, and like, you can see how much you're able to move forward without me on everything. But either way, even if I'm not on the Hangout, I'll be available with Skype as needed, and I'll be, still trying to attend as many sessions. Typically, when I go on quote vacation, instead of working like 60-hour weeks, I work like a 30-hour week. So that's exciting, that I can, and then we can also like practice me not being as around as much. From there, I'll be working on the mission within. There are only external clients, so a lot of work there, and then also I'll be working on budget and coordination, as well as overall planning and such. Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Okay, thank you so much, Jay, for your time. I know it's very late for you, and we do appreciate so much. Maybe we'll do the value tracking later. Not now. Oh, my turn now. Thank you guys for the session. It's me now checking out. I'll give the session 6.5, and we really cover much. At least we know the steps on IU taxes. I'm going to work on. I'm going to learn how to do my position that I assign myself. I will try my level best to see if I'll really understand what you really show us on how to do it on positioning, especially if you are a manager. I will try my best to see if I can follow all those, so that when I understand where it's also going to help me in future somewhere else. I'm going to focus on tabulation, Kel Balbin on that tabulation, IU taxes, budget, payroll, and sponsorship program on BSc creative. I will prioritize this if Jay is gonna be available today for BSc join account. Jay, are you going to check on that today?
What do I need checked on?
BSc join account. Are you going to bank today for that?
Um, I'd say it's a pretty low probability, but it's the last day I could possibly do it, because then I'm going to be gone for a week. Otherwise, it'll happen in August.
Well, then
What?
wait.
On payroll, can
Oh,
you
yeah,
do
okay.
the name on payroll before you give?
The payroll doesn't really matter because I could do payroll in Washington.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I did go to sell the gold today, or yesterday. I got that done, so we have plenty of funds in the account to complete the payroll.
Okay, fine.
Okay, thank you so much. Can try to see on that day. And a lot to do. I think worker coordination and other things. We have a lot can do. Thank you, Albin.
Yes.
Yeah, if we can do ball tracking later, and that will be okay.
What we really need to prioritize, if we're gonna, like, there's too much work, right? We do need to prioritize recruitment, outreach. Recruitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We have a lot.
Okay.
All right. Well, good work, everyone. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you
thank you.
so much.
All right, and Eileen, definitely get us your schedule. We need to get your schedule. The last time we talked about scheduling, you put your name under Hydra for 2 days, and you put question mark with who. Like, that's just unacceptable. You have to actually schedule with people. You can't just randomly choose, to work at a time when no one else is working. You actually have to talk with people and schedule with other people. That would be availability. To try to work when no one else is available. So it's like you gotta communicate, okay?
Okay, Jay.
Oh, Jay, can you also approve people to go to level 4?
What?
Can you approve people to go to level 4 without you present?
I mean, I guess, but it would only have to be in Missouri main session, and you would need to document it, and you would also need to.
We also need to review their priorities, Lucy. If they have mandatory priorities, that is when we can review. Then it is easier to approve someone who has responsibility. They're working on them.
Not, I think not really mandatory priorities, but responsibilities.
Okay, who did you have in mind that?
The responsibilities need to be mandatory priorities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in terms of the Zuri session, like, basically the Zuri session needs to be happening, or all Zuri sessions should be technically canceled. So you need a new you need an old world main weekly session. It needs to be active meeting every week, or the old world simply just can't be doing anything.
Actually, it normally happens every Thursday.
Yeah, only yesterday.
Okay, I was making sure. So at that session is where you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I'll talk to you all later.
Okay.
Bye.
Talk later.
Okay.
Bye.
Good work.
Okay. Lucy.
Mm-hmm. Can
When
you?
are we doing the value tracking? I need to go back to the hostel again for injection.
Even
Kwani nimechelewa.
I was planning to go to town. I don't know. Maybe. Hey,
Hata zuri sitakuwa.
hata mi sitakuwa zuri labda. Hey, nikaa
I
saizi
won't be available. I need to go. I always go every naendanga one. Sasa hata nimechelewa.
Oh, sorry. So unajua, ona.
Sijui kama
Wait.
hata
Watch. Wait, Albina. I don't want many things.